but right. It always right. It's never not right. Okay, just so you know. Pruning. That's why I say, hey. It's a process, and part of that process is pruning. And my kids did this amazing thing for Mother's Day, and I'm sitting on the balcony, and I'm clipping my flowers, and I'm cleaning the water, and I'm getting them ready. Hey, poo poo, and hey Nick, and I'm cleaning the water, and I'm getting them ready. You know, I was taking them out on the balcony, let them get a little air, let them get a little sunlight. You know, so while I'm sitting there, God said pruning is just like this. Sometimes it take a stripping away, and it's a removal process, but it's for growth and to bear more fruit. If you look it up, it says that it's for shaping. I said, wow, okay, well, we go on with this. It's for shaping and for growth, for fruitful growth. See, you know us. We hold on to people and things that God is pruning and taking away and stripping away, and we keep want to hold on to it. This whole journey is a process. Good morning, Joseph. This whole afternoon. I'm saying morning, y'all. Like, I'm so used to saying morning. I realized last night we had a wonderful time. Went to the suite. We had drinks. We had food. Friends, old friends. Shout out to everybody that came out from Baker Bay. We had a ball. DeMarcus Shelley. I'm talking about Leon. Everybody. We just had a ball last night. It was just Leon. Everybody. It was just a ball. Anyway, and I realized at that moment, yes, I have took a lot of losses. I've lost a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? You lose things in this process. I've lost things. Come on now, I've lost things. I've took losses. I've lost people. You know what I'm saying? That I love, that are dear to me, that played a major impact in my life. But at the same time, all of it was a part of growth and building. Like, I cannot take not one thing back that God has done. Like, seriously. Like, when I sat there for a minute, I said, I might not be at the top of the world for some people, but where God has me spiritually, mentally, and physically, I'm good. Like, I don't know what people consider. That's why I went back and told people, you need to check what you think is blessed. Like, what do you think blessed? God's favor and protection. Like, when you really look over your life and you sit back, and as I was talking to some of my friends and my old friends, and to think about all the things that we've been through, and then one of them we had a moment where we looked at each other. He said, about 2 years ago, Shell, think of what we was and what we were doing. Come on, somebody. Y'all have to understand, it's the small victories that you come. Hey, Tanya, it's the small victories. It's nothing major. It's the small victories. When you get to looking at that 2 years ago, I was laying on a slab door. 2 years ago, I didn't know who my bunkmate was and who was gonna be the next one and when the next one was coming. 2 years ago, I had, you know how people be like, well, I don't deal with folks. Baby, you were dealing with folks every single day, and you were dealing with somebody different every single day. You don't never know who might walk into. You don't know if you'll leave, go to work that morning, come home from work, call, and it'd be a whole different person in there with a different personality. You don't know what they demons is. You don't know what they fighting with. You don't know what they fighting against. When I tell you, God will put you in the trenches. That's why be mindful of saying you want to be a boss, because God will put you somewhere where you got to deal with different people on different levels, different demons, different backgrounds, different ethnics, and everything else. And you be hollering, now God, I said I want to be a boss. I ain't never say nothing about coming here. What part of this, what does this have to do with it? And then when you think about it, you be like, when you get the position, you be like, now when you get to question your own qualification, and God said, I qualified you a different way. I didn't send you to school. I qualified you a different way. Yeah. See, so when some folks get to saying, what are your qualifications? How she get the job? Why they get the job? Why this person do this? Why this person do that? How did that come about? She didn't go to school for it. She don't have no credential for it. She don't have this. She don't have that. He don't have this. He don't have that. Baby, I was trained in a whole different way. I was trained to deal with people on a whole nother level. I was trained to deal with people in their lowest. I was trained to deal with people when they thought they were going to lose their mind. I was trained to deal with people in the midst of them going through some of the difficult times, in the most difficult times in their life. I was trained to deal with people that had lost their parents in the most difficult time of their life. I was trained to deal with people that children were being stripped away from the place that they had left them at, and somebody else was trying to take them. I dealt with people that were losing their rights over their children because of the place that they were placed in. Come on, somebody. I was dealing with people on a whole nother level, baby. How am I trained? What are my qualifications? The pruning process that God had to take me through to get me there. Y'all better hear me when I say this process of pruning. I only like the fact that he said, because it's a painful process. When you think that people are going to be with you and go with you through things, and that at the end y'all are all going to rejoice together, that y'all are going to be together, that y'all are going to be able to celebrate together, that you're going to, you're going to have good times with one another, you're going to share these things with them. And God is saying, not really. Nope, that ain't going to be the one. You're not celebrating with them. Good morning, lovely lady. They're not going to be there, baby. Like the pruning process. And then the fact that he said, if you look it up, go look up the word pruning. It says fruitful. I prune you. I cut away. I take away. I multiply, divide, and subtract. Hey, bro, I multiply, divide, and subtract for a reason. To make you fruitful. See, a lot of us don't know our gifts because a lot of us has been hiding behind other people's gifts. A lot of us been hiding behind other people. You still have people that want to sit behind other people instead of have their own. I ain't never in my life seen that. It never gave that you could not do it on your own. It never gave that you had to walk in somebody else's clout. It never gave that you had to walk in somebody else's shadow, like as if you don't have your own. It never gave that. It never gave that you couldn't do it. You just decided not to. So God says sometimes it's a pruning process. When you wonder why somebody's in your life and then God all of a sudden removed them, you be like, wait a minute, hold on, hey. Because we don't like change. That's us. We don't like change. If it's going good, leave it alone. Don't move nothing. Don't touch nothing. Just leave it alone. If it's going well, leave it alone. God said, nope. Here comes the shaking. So be ready. Be ready. But I told y'all last month we prayed for 30 days about your blessings, about your financial growth, about healing, about loving, about the reconstruction of you. I'm talking about when your heart has to be complete back together because it's been torn in pieces. When we talked about that and we got ourselves together on that, I did mention to you, did you forget? So you thought it was just going to go that easy. Now it's a little pruning process, honey, because everybody's not going. And once God put your heart back together, everybody ain't going to have access to your heart. He's not going to allow everybody to have access to your heart. That's why he sit up on the hill. And that's why sometimes you're in the valley. In the valleys, you seem to think that the valley is for the breaking of you, when the valley is really for the making of you, and it's really for the protection of you, because I can see the storms coming. I can see what they say. See, the thing about it is, and I told my child this the other day, God hear the conversations that you don't hear. Oh, don't be hurt, Pookie. It's okay. They talked about Jesus. You're going to be all right. Shake it off. Yeah, God hear the conversations that you don't hear. He hear what's said when you leave the room. He hear what's said when you leave the office. He hear what's said when you're not present. He hear what's said on the three-way calls. He hear what's said in the group chats, in the group messages. See, that's the thing about it. You be thinking that, oh, don't do this person like that, Lord. Why are they going through so much? What's going on? That should not happen to her. She's such a good person. You don't know what these folk doing. You don't know what these folk doing. You don't know what these folk doing. And here you is, you got so much compassion and so much love in your heart for somebody who can't stand you. These folk wishing upon your downfall. I'm talking about they going to see soothsayers and flying out to other places to go meet up with folks and tell them stuff over crystal balls and all kind of stuff. I done heard so much stuff. I was like, a what? I didn't even know what an elbow was. I said, a what? A do-who? Like, I'm talking about people are really, hey, my steak of what? Hey, me. Like, some people really are preying on your downfall. Some people preying on your that's their daily. I'm talking about the enemy got them so full. That's their daily job. That's what they do on a regular. Wait to see if you're gonna thrive for the day, or wait to see if you're gonna. If they wait to see if you're gonna thrive for the day, or they waiting to see if you're gonna break down and not be able to face the day. And some people live off of that. So stop calling folks all the time talking about what you're going through or what you ain't got going on or how beat down you are about it. Sometimes you just got to stand firm and know that he is God, because it's a pruning process. And when you prune, you have to cut back. It's some lack coming there. I ain't gonna always have this. It's okay, God. At this moment, you want me to sit and not do nothing. At this moment, I'm not gonna be able to do this. At this moment, I'm not gonna be able to catch flights. At this moment, I'm not gonna be able to run up a check. At this moment, I'm gonna have to sit back for a minute. I'm gonna have to stack my paper. At this moment, I'm gonna have to stay on top of my child's head, so I ain't gonna be able to be out everywhere where everybody else here. Because one thing about it, you ain't gonna run here. So at this moment, because my daughter is trying to get her education, so now she's trying to work and go to school. And since I already got mine, and I need her to get hers because I need her to get these children. So yeah. So right now, I guess what I got to do? I got to be a grandma. So I ain't gonna be able to be on every scene, on every set. Not that I ain't coming back, because the comeback is serious. But however, at the very moment, what I got to do is to help her. It's a pruning process. That, yeah, no, I can't, I ain't gonna answer that text message, because you know what? Last time I answered that text message, about 3 months later, I wind up with my heart broke. Every time I answer this nigga, I wake up 3 months later with my heart broke. Every time I answer that phone call when I should not answer it, come on, homeboy, here she go texting to me, what you doing? I ain't doing nothing. Don't call me. Because the moment you get, let me tell you something. You know, this word. You know when you're doing something good, and you know when you're getting ready, it seems like people will let time pass. They'll go on about their business. They'll go on about their day. They'll go on about what they got going on. The moment you get yourself together, the moment you stop crying, the moment you wipe your face, homeboy, the moment you gather yourself and say, you know what, with or without her, the moment you say, okay, I don't care what you doing over there, do you? I'm going to handle me. I ain't even worried about. Don't come back and tell me what they doing. I don't want to hear about how much fun they having. Don't come deliver me no messages. And you need to watch the dog that's always carrying the bone, coming back telling you hurtful stuff. You need to start. Okay, I said do evaluation a couple days ago. You might want to evaluate the person that's always coming back telling you, well, girl, I seen him and they was at the whoop de whoop. I don't care to hear that. If I know it's going to hurt you, I'm not telling you. I don't care if they were standing on top of the table doing the stanky leg for 13 hours. If I know that that's going to hurt you, I'm not coming to tell you. If I know you are getting past it and you're growing past it, I'm not coming to tell you. You're going to be like, well, did you see him? No, girl, I ain't see him. Because does it affect you? Will it affect you? Will it stop you from progressing? Will it stop you for and one of your bills getting paid for me to come tell you that he up there with another girl, or your girl with another nigga in the club clowning or doing a stank leg or whatever they're going to be doing on top of a table? They're having such a marvelous time. You don't want to hear that. So why would I come tell you that? So you need to do I'm telling you, not a self-evaluation, because you didn't evaluate it yourself. We didn't evaluate ourselves for the first 30 days. Okay, but you need to evaluate the person that's always bringing you the hurtful bone. Ain't nobody bring you no bone to say, well, you know what? I see you. I'm glad you decided to turn loose that toxic situation. I'm glad, the snake lip. I'm glad that you decided to turn loose that toxic person. I'm glad that you are no longer allowing that thing to drain you and take hold of you. I see you moving. I see God blessing. And see, sometimes we be looking for the big wow blessing. Sometimes just God keeping your sanity. Sometimes the fact that for a minute there you could not pray for yourself. Sometimes Sometimes for a minute there, you couldn't even pray for your kids. Sometimes a minute there, you was discombobulated. You didn't know which way you wanted to go or what you wanted to do. And at this point, God has given you enough strength for you to start back praying for yourself. Because see, it's one thing, come on now. Is one thing about this thing called prayer. The prayers of the righteous availeth much. Come on now. And not only that, when you begin to pray for yourself, come on now, you can begin to make things happen. You can begin to call things as they are. Come on, call things that was not, but you can call them into existence. Come on now, you can begin to, come on somebody, I need you to understand when just that right there, that alone, the thing about building. The thing about building, the thing about getting yourself together. See, it's those little victories in the midst of a war. It's the little battles that you win. It's the little that, you know what? For 2 days, I couldn't get out the bed. Today, I'm getting out the bed. It's the little victories. See, we be looking for the wow factor, and God is already taking you through little steps again. Okay, now, you know what? You weren't getting out the bed the other day, but now you're getting out the bed. Okay, the other day, you were so hurt, you couldn't even pray. You couldn't even think. You were so upset about what you don't have and where you at, and why the process is taking so long, and why God is taking me through so much, and why does it have to go this way, and why does it have to be this way, and what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And God said, every day I'm taking you every day you're taking another step towards where I need you to be. One day for the last 2 days, you couldn't get out of bed. Now you out the bed. Okay, now you out the bed. Now I need you to begin to speak things as though they are. Come on, now I need you to use what I gave you. Let's start rebuilding. Come on, encourage yourself. Say something good. Look in the mirror. Tell yourself that you can. Come on, tell yourself that you're more than a conqueror. See, this is the process of pruning. This is the process of pruning. Yeah, this is the process of pruning. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get my food. Hold on. Because we got to get to work. But hold on. This is the process of pruning. This is the process of pruning. Let me tell y'all something. When God make a promise, he's a promise keeper. And one thing about it, I ain't got to flex. Not going to. I don't know how. It is what it is, because you're looking at a girl that had bologna and done had steak and filet mignon, and I done had swordfish, and I done had this, and I done had that. Baby, but I also done had hot links, and I still like them. They're in the bottom of the refrigerator right now. I have bologna because I like bologna. I like fried bologna and egg sandwiches. That's just who I am and what I like. I'm just saying. When God say he gonna do a thing, he gonna do a thing. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let rock out real quick. Let run ahead and get my food. Hold on. Don't go nowhere. Because I know you're thinking, why is this taking so long? Oh, God, this pruning process here, he's taking me down through there. He taking me down through there. I'm going to tell you about the process now. Hold on. It's how he gets you. What's up, Jimbo? It's how he takes you from one extreme to the next. It's how he takes you through the process. And in the midst of the process, even though he's taking you through, he's growing you and shaping you and molding you. Oh, look at that. Ow. Come on, Mike. Y'all don't know. Okay. Let me stay focused. I just built the music for a second. Oh, baby, Liv, you're going to be all right. Hey, how you, sweetie? I had to call in. Is that more? All right. Hey, sweetie. Just enjoy yourself. See? I had to call in. I'll call in. $15.25. Yeah. Did they put my parm sauce on the side? Parmesan cream sauce? Uh-huh. I'll be right back with that. Just one, right? Parm? Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Tange. Andre, hold on. Oh, tonight. And just enjoy yourself. I'm gonna finish praying. Hold on. Give me 1 minute. It's an intervention. You go tell him. You hear him down there. He told me to go on get to you.
Have a good one, honey.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Here you go, baby. I left your tip on the thing. All right. Come on. He said, just enjoy yourself. Okay. You have a good one too, bye, y'all. Okay, listen. Hey, it's loud out here. It's the club out here. Okay. But you're wondering why it's taking so long. I'm going to get back to it. I ain't that throwed off. I got it. Hold on. See, a lot of times, it's that pruning process that you never think you'll get through. It's the process of taking away. It's the process of not having for a season. It's the process. And then you got to think, God won't allow you, come on now, because he'll build you at the same time. He won't allow you not to have and not sit back and watch other people. Let me tell you something. There's a way of, in the midst of it, my car don't start acting crazy now. You know, I'm gonna tell y'all something about these new cars. Give me an old car. You don't put the brake on right. You don't do this. It don't act right. Now, okay, now what am I done doing? I twist the wheel. You put your, I told you. Okay. Anyway, so in the process of it, I've learned that God doesn't take you out of nothing. You be like, God, please just take this away. Just remove. Would you just please remove this one? Could you just not let me go through this? I don't want to have to see them. I don't want, and God will place the very thing that you're trying to avoid right there in front of you and watch you have to deal with it. And we be thinking that's so low down. Now, God, you ain't have to do me like that. Now, you could have did something. We could have did something other than that. You ain't have to do me like that. Now, I could have went all day without seeing him, or I could have went all day without seeing her. And then I especially could have went all day without seeing her and him or them or whoever. You feel me? See, so you really got to understand. See that, but see, with that comes maturity and growth when you're understanding that what is the purpose. See, God will put you in situations that you're thinking very hurtful. And why are you allowing me to go through and experience stuff like this, God? Like, what is the purpose in this? Why are you allowing me to be hurt like this? Why are you're taking things, and it seems like every time I turn around, it's take. Now hear me good. And we ain't got to take long. To really get what those scriptures are saying, and to really understand God's character and who he is and what he is, there's a process for that. And you're wondering why he's allowing you to face things that you would never, you'd be like, I could have went all day without facing that. But you don't know, if I make you a boss and I put you in a room full of wolves and vultures and people that want something from you, if I place you in a place uncomfortable, I need you to know how to be comfortable with the uncomfortable. I need you to know how to stand strong around people who don't want nothing but to see your demise. I need you to be strong. I have to build you. I have to prune you in order for this to happen. I cannot allow you to go in the room. You will be devoured. If I was to put you in a room and I ain't never let you went through nothing, if I ain't never let nobody told you that you wasn't gonna make it, that you wasn't gonna accomplish this, if I put you in a room weak, full of people that done had to face things that you ain't never had to go through on that type of level, I just took you a different way. But if I put you in a room with them, they will devour you. But if I put you in a room after training you and pruning you, I done took you through relationships where you done had to suck some things up. I done put you in relationships and friendships. I done put you on jobs where folks said that you was not capable of performing certain duties and you showed otherwise. And not only that, I done put you in positions where you've had to learn. I done put you in positions where you learn how to take constructive criticism. I done put you in positions where you learn how to take why I can't get the word out. I done put you in a place where you done had to take criticism and you know it wasn't constructive too. You know they was being mean. You know they was being hateful. You know they was, come on now. You know they were being funny. You know they, come on now. You know this. It wasn't constructive criticism at all. It was just criticism. But you took it. And God said, now when I get ready, when the money hit, and y'all, if y'all notice, I said when the money hit all the time. I don't know when somebody gonna catch him and just gonna ride out with home run. Listen, now God said, when I take you into a place, I had you down here. And I had you go through all these things. I've let you suffer. I've let you been without. I've let you took losses. I done let you lost people. I done showed you people faces. I done showed you their front hand. I done showed you their inside of their palm. I done showed you their mindset. I done showed you what they want from you. I done showed you that some that you thought was one thing were really a wolves in sheep clothing. I done allowed you to see that people that you thought was for you were still trying to get something on the side. I done showed you failed relationships when you up and when you down. I done showed you how solid people will be and how solid they won't be. Come on, this is part of the pruning process. So now, when something do it, because it only takes God, let me tell you something. God do things within an instant. It can happen within an instant. People be thinking they take this, all this, not with him. God can do something in an instant, real easy, real smooth. You can go to bed one night and wake up a millionaire the next night. You can go to bed one night and God give you this bright idea, and within a year, you'll be a billionaire. It's too easy. Don't think that you can't never have, but what I'm telling you is, before I take you and put you in a room with vultures, before I take you and put you in a room with scavengers, before I take you and put you in a room, because baby, let me tell you something. They want something. Everybody want their cut. He said, before I take you and put you up there, I got to make sure you can soar like an eagle. I got to make sure when the turbulence and the wind is high, that you're able to maneuver. I need to make sure that you know how to swoop down and come back up. I need to know that you know how to, I need your gift of discernment to be so on point that you can see them from far off. Okay, I see you coming, and I know how to deal with you accordingly, respectfully. See, it's this pruning process. Because see, a lot of us think, oh God, this is gonna last forever. I'm gonna die here. What is he doing? I'm never gonna make it past this. Hey, boo-boo, I'm never gonna make it past this. What point am I? What is this teaching me? You know, a lot of us didn't realize, you be thinking that God is forsaking me. Like everybody else's life is this way and that way. Why is my life like this? Why does he keep allowing me to go back down this road? Because it's something that you're not getting. It's something that you're not getting. It's something that you're not getting. It's something that he needs you to get. I'm talking about dig real deep. And sometimes digging real deep recalls calling ourselves out. We still here because I don't know what's going on. Yeah. I just told him, if you don't turn my phone loose, you better. Anywho, before God takes you to that place, I'm sorry if I lost some of y'all. Before God takes you to that place, he has to make sure you're equipped with everything that you need to go to the next level. Because let me tell you something, when you get in those rooms, it's people that think they were born and bred to have it all. And it's people that think you're not supposed to have nothing at all. I know that's a hard pill to swallow because you're such a good person, and in your heart you feel like, hey, hell, I want everybody to make it. I don't want nobody not to have. That's not how everybody thinks. You still got people with slave mentality. You still got people that have a mentality of it's just all about them. You'll be amazed. Come on now, you'll come across them. And see, God said, I need you to know how to handle them when you come across them. See, it's different. People think that everything stays the same. Money changes people. I'm telling you. And and that goes without saying. Good morning. Get that over with. Okay. Let's do this first. Run it back. Boom. Done. Okay, y'all, give me a minute. We're a little bit behind, just a tad bit behind this morning. A little bit. Good morning. Come on with me. Yes. Ooh, baby, let me tell you. Hey, me, let me tell you. We're gonna run this thing concurrency. You got those who know. You're gonna be the first one to say, I knew this already. But see, it gonna hit different. Hold on. I knew who gonna get it. Those who get it. You feel me? Those who get it. And those who don't, love up. Those who get it. And those who don't. But it's okay, because we're gonna bring you up to speed. Okay. Jennifer, I got you, baby. I seen your message. I was coming. I was finishing up then and leaving out the door and grabbing my bag. I hope I got everything. And all that I don't, may God bless. Honey Pooh, I'm so glad you're feeling better. Need them praise dances, honey. I need them prayers and dances. Keidra, good morning. Those who get it. Those who don't feel offended. Don't feel no type of way. Don't get in your feelings. It's okay. It's okay, mama. It's okay, sir. Everybody ain't been there. But let me explain. If you go look up concurrent. Two things running together simultaneously. Two things. Come on, somebody walk with me this morning. If you don't, I'm okay. But I need you to understand where I'm going with this. Come on now, somebody. I need you to understand, because those who get it. Those who don't, and don't feel offended, because we're not. Baby, we done did what we had to do. We done did our time, and we done came home. Ain't nobody in their feelings about this. Okay, let me turn this heat off now, because it's not cold outside. I just want to defrost the weather. I need you to understand where I'm going with this. Trey, what's good, baby? I need you to understand where I'm going with this. I need you to understand why God said I'm finna run it. Because I ain't understand either. I thought he was talking. I'm like, Miko, okay, don't come with that jail talk, because ain't nobody going. What you talking about? I have to get an understanding. He said, when all things get understanding, I needed him to let me know where we were going with this one this morning. He said, tell him I'm finna run it concurrent. Because at first I thought he said concrete. I was like, where we going with this, Lord? Where we going with this, Father? He said, no, tell them I'm going to run it concurrent. Whew. If that ain't enough, if you in your bed right now, if you have not gotten up for the day, if you haven't gotten up to brush your teeth, if you ain't got up to take that first pee in the morning, if you have not gotten up, if you ain't rolled over good and stretched that one leg and bit that one foot open and roll it back and forth like this, or if you ain't got up and took that cover, because it get a little hot, if you ain't took that cover and put one leg out and one leg in and threw your leg over that cover yet, baby, now is the time. I need you to get up, because now is the time. I need you to understand. God said I'm finna run this thing concurrent. Me being me, I know what it means, but I want to go look it up. I did. I gotta say, okay, now Lord, you told me to run concurrent. When they tell us in jail, when they say run them sentences concurrent, who run them together? Hold on, Lord. Two things going at the same time, running together simultaneously. Who? Let me help somebody this morning. See, you thought that certain. See, let me tell you something. In our mind, because we don't think, that's why I'm so glad his thoughts are not my thoughts, his ways are not my ways, baby. He don't operate in my time. God is good. Let me tell you something. God said I can run them simultaneously. I can run them together. Just like your pain and your hurt, I can bring you peace, joy, and happiness. Oh, Lord. God said I can run them things together. You can be broke today and rich tomorrow. I can run them things together. You ain't got to wait till one run its course and run out before I can start blessing. I don't operate like that. God said I can run them things concurrently. Baby, this thing can go concurrently, and it can continue to go. That's the best thing you want to hear. when you got 2-3 cases pending, or you got 2-3 things in court, and the judge, you hear the judge say, "Oh man, go on. Run them things concurrent. Don't make that man. That man ain't got to serve all that time. She ain't got to serve all that time on that sentence. Then got to turn around and serve all the time on this sentence. So you want me to do the 5 over here